So we have another cancellation today, guys. We love cancellations, don't we? And so anyway, this is what happened today. Basically, so Honda, you guys might know Honda. It's the fat guy from Street Fighter. Apparently really did not like a joke that a person on Team Liquid made, right? So Honda has dropped, this is really funny for me to see this because I've said, I've been saying this was going to happen many times. I've said over and over and over again. Nobody wanted to listen. People said that I was a bad person for suggesting it, but I know this. I know the solution to this problem. I know the solution, but we'll talk about that after we talk about what the problem is. So basically, there is something that is referred to, this is in advertising, and I'm just going to use this term, blue chip brands. These are brands that have a, pristine reputation, they have a clean product, and they don't have any controversies, right? We're not talking about super male vitality. We're not talking about the UFC. We're talking about places like Progressive, places like Ford Motors, Honda, for example. Let me think, Samsung, just super generic, the most basic milquetoast, white bread fucking companies that you could possibly have, right? Lay's potato chips. Yes, exactly. Apple, right? IBM. And so, super basic, super corpo brands. Honda has dropped Team Liquid after a controversial tweet about Japan from Liquid DS. I don't know who this is. Honda confirmed that a member posted an inappropriate message. They took the matter seriously. They lodged severe protest. The team apologized, implemented measures. After much consideration, AHM has decided to terminate its sponsorship. So Honda proudly partners with organizations whose dreams, standards, and passion match our own. So Honda was partnered with Team Liquid, which meant that, Team Liquid was, getting paid money by Honda. So this guy posted, I know this might sound pretty bad, but he posted a meme of a nuclear bomb. Now, for a little bit of context, Honda is a company that comes from Japan. Now, where did this picture come from? Well, that was a pretty bad time for them, right? They had that was a bad year for Japan, okay? That was a really bad year for Japan. Now, Honda didn't even exist back then, but the guy that made Honda made a company that I think helped the Japanese in World War II, right? And so there's a little bit of hypocrisy here because, and also the nuclear bomb, right? This is oh, wow, it's really bad. But imperialist Japan, these were not necessarily, this wasn't the Teletubbies. Let's just say that, right? And I'm not a historian, but from what I've read, it sure didn't seem too nice. And so anyway, for the Empire, right? And so not nice guys. Yeah, they're a bit of assholes. And so the nuke made Honda, I ain't gonna say that. That's crazy. And so just like VW and the Germans, exactly. And so anyway, so this guy made a joke about a nuclear bomb, and Honda terminated the entire partnership for the complete team. And I think, gentlemen, this needs to start happening more. I think we need accelerationism because this is what the future is. I said more examples of blue chip brands being an unstable form of sponsorship of esports. If esports and programming wants to rely on outside money, they should embrace porn, gambling, and alcohol sponsors. They don't leave after silly controversies or meaningless Twitter noise. This is the future. The future is getting children to gamble with cryptocurrency on their mom's credit card and selling porn. That is the future. That's it. That's right. And if you want esports to survive, now the only way that esports can survive without this is with the FGC, the fighting game community. That is a totally different situation. Now, why is it a totally different situation? It's simple. It's because you're only paying one guy. If Charlie wants to pay some guy to go to a tournament, for Moist Esports, he just does it. It's fucking 20 grand and that's it. It's done. And so anyway, that's it. New Trump tweet. We're going to get around that. But like, or anybody else, right? If any of these other people, like, this is why we even thought about sponsoring people in the FGC because, or I did. I thought about doing my own thing, but I've just, honestly, I've got so many things going on right now. Like, what the fuck do I need another fucking thing for, right? And so anyway, yeah, Bald Esports, right? The FGC is the best community. Well, the reason why the FGC is the best community. So do you want to know the real reason why? One of the big reasons is because most of the big fighting games don't really play a huge role in setting up tournaments. That's a big reason. So it is completely grassroots. It's not like, for example, the Overwatch League. The Overwatch League is top down. It's like Bobby Kotick saying, listen, you're going to have team names and city names for esports teams. It's going to be called the Cincinnati Cleaners, and it's going to be 5 dudes that live in Korea. What? The Massachusetts Mavericks. And it's, wait, 3 guys from Belgium, a German, and a Spanish guy? Wait, what? But I thought it said Massachusetts. What the hell is this? And so anyway, yeah. Yeah, and I could go on, right? But I think my point is made, right? I think it's made. And so anyway, this is it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so the reason why the FGC is different is that the FGC is not built on a throne of lies. Esports and the entire economy around esports is built around thank you for the 25 gifted subs. Gentlemen, I've seen a lot of people gifting subs today. I really appreciate it. But keep in mind, I'm completely financially stable. And if you want to spend your money on anything else, go ahead and do it. I appreciate the money, but never feel like you have to support the stream. Just being here is more than enough for me, okay? So keep that in mind. Yeah, I always appreciate it, but that's it. And so just keep that in mind. Yeah, as people, yeah, I'm totally fine. Don't worry about me. And so I always take Twitch Primes, but that's because Jeff Bezos, of anybody who doesn't need the money, there's 1 or 2 people in the world that need the money less than I do. He's one of them, okay? And so I can take a Twitch Prime, but that's it. Anyway, my point is, besides that, let me go back. What was I even thinking besides this? I got distracted. So the FGC, so esports is built up by venture capitalism. Now, I tried to talk to some of these people. I did. And now, finally, because in 2014, a lot of the guys my age, we were like 23, 24. Who the fuck cares what we think? Well, now we're in our 30s. And so now a lot of the guys that I talk to that work at these different VC firms, they understand that esports is a money pit. They understand the longitudinal reality of this. But you had the fucking boomers and these Gen X people that were making decisions for venture capitalists and money, investing like $50 million into something, thinking that they're going to turn it into the NBA. Well, it turns out it's not. And also, this is another really big component. I didn't even think of this until I brought it up. Harry Balls, thanks a lot for the 5 get the subs. I appreciate that. So another really big component is that America has such an endemic sports culture by itself that there's no reason for them to add in anything else besides that. NBA of losing money? Yeah, but they make a lot more money than fucking, like some Overwatch League does, right? Let's be honest, right? And so anyway, and so what I'm trying to get at is that basically the entire value of esports and the economy of esports has been artificially inflated higher than the fucking 2007 housing bubble or the .com bubble. Like it's popping and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And this is also contextualized inside of Western audiences because Chinese audiences, Korean audiences, they're on board with this. You're a professional player for CSGO, you go to Brazil, you're a fucking celebrity. You're a professional player for CSGO, you go to Chicago, you get robbed. That's just the way it is. And so the fact is, nobody gives a fuck about this over here in America, and they don't care about it that much over in Europe either. And so the fact is that, like, a lot of this stuff, the real gang shit, no, I'm being honest, right? Am I wrong? And so anyway, esports is it's built on a throne of lies. It's built on a throne of lies, misplaced optimism, fucking, in my opinion, ignorance, and, basically greed. And so now the throne that was built in 2010 is now finally starting to crumble. Now, how do you replace that throne? You replace it with porn, cryptocurrency, and gambling, because those are the only sponsors. Because the fact is that if you have to sanitize your event enough to where big brands want to sponsor it, you have an event that's not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch an event where everybody says, oh, good game. They want to watch an event like Hydra back in the 2010 StarCraft 2 days, where he's talking shit in game, he's quitting out of games in mid-match, in the middle of the fucking stage. We want to see fights on stream. I want to see Hungrybox throwing a chair into the crowd. What was it? Somebody threw a lobster at Hungrybox and then he started screaming about it. That's the real content, okay? That's real esports. That's what people care about. And by the way, if you think I'm wrong, then explain to UFC. The best fucking fight ever was whenever fucking Khabib beat the fuck out of Conor McGregor. As soon as he beats the fuck out of Conor McGregor, he immediately goes, all right, another one, climbs over the fucking octagon and starts trying to beat up his team. Immediately, just instantaneously. And Joe Rogan was there. Oh, well, this is such a bad... Shut up, Joe. You know this was a good day. This was such a good day. Everybody knows this was a good day. What a great day. What a great day for what a great day for UFC. Yeah, it was majestic. It was amazing. And so anyway, and Conor McGregor, he's a huge asshole. Khabib is like, I like Khabib more than Conor McGregor. I like Conor McGregor. He's all right. Well, after the rape stuff, maybe I can't say I like Conor McGregor anymore. But like, back then I thought he was an all right guy. But anyway, I like Khabib more, I'll tell you that. And so this happens, and it was like, it's the perfect fucking story, right? And so anyway, Conor got humbled. He did, and that's what he deserved. And the point is, though, is that people, that's what guys, and also, who watches UFC? You want to know who watches UFC? I do, you do. And by you, I mean everybody in the chat, because it's all men between the ages of 18 and 40. Actually, 18 and 60 with the UFC. Those are the people that watch UFC. Okay? Girls aren't watching this shit. Girls are not tuning in to watching the Counter-Strike finals. Girls, if they use a voice chat in CSGO, they get, both teams are like, hold up, guys, wait a minute. I think we have an imposter. And they kick her out of the game. So, no, girls don't watch this shit. It's all guys. It's all guys. You go to the FGC, you watch one of these Smash tournaments, it's a bunch of sweaty dudes. And so anyway, you try to make this content and you try to make this appeal to this, fucking broad audience. It doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist, bro. Like, it's not there. And so, yeah, I know a girl watches UFC too. Just to see a dude's muscles? Yeah, sure. I mean, right? I mean, that's there are people that watch, women's basketball, but because they think that the women are attractive. It's like, oh, wow, I wonder why women's pole vaulting is so popular on YouTube. It must be for the athleticism, right? That must be it. Yeah, the women's long jump, exactly. And so anyway, beach volleyball, well, I was just using basketball as a more abstract example, but sure. But anyway, here's the point, right? Is that Honda wants to have a sanitized brand that, is just completely flaccid, boring, and is simply a vehicle for marketing. That's all they want. The fact is that making a joke about a nuclear bomb and losing the sponsorship for the entire fucking, the entire brand, and he's going, I want to sincerely apologize. I made a big mistake using the GIF. Shut up, you pussy. Nobody cares about this. It doesn't matter. Like, nobody thinks it's a mistake. You don't think it's a mistake. Nobody at fucking Liquid thinks it's a mistake. Let's just call this out for what it is. It's Honda being fucking retarded. It's some retard over at Honda that got offended by this, and they canceled the partnership. No, I'm not gonna, what are you pretending for? Like, and also, by the way, you, Team Liquid sponsors a WoW guild. Do you really think that none of those WoW players have ever said or done anything that bad? What do you think the odds of that are? What do you think the odds? Maybe there might just be a little bit of a possibility, right? What's all this crying about? It's crying about a nuclear bomb gift, right? Honda was waiting to quit and looking for an opportunity. Yeah, I think so. And so anyway, nuke means Japan nukes your career. Yeah, I guess so, right? And so anyway, nobody, you don't care about this. You know you don't care about this. Everybody knows you don't care about this. I think the world is tired of these corpo fake bullshit apologies from people that it's obvious you don't give a fuck. You don't care. Like, nobody cares about this. Like, just stop pretending. It's bad for, and also here's the other thing too. It's bad for your brand. It's bad for you as a content creator to be out here faking it as if you think tweeting a GIF about a nuclear bomb is a big mistake. No, it's not. No, it's not, you retard. You know that. Everybody knows that. It's ridiculous. And so anyway, yeah, they lost a huge sponsorship though. Yeah, and they should have never had it. That's what I'm saying. You should have never tried to court these brands. Should have never tried to do it. I think the future of esports, porn, gambling, and alcohol and cryptocurrency. That is the future of esports. If you want to make a esports brand, you have to do these things. And if you don't, I want to see your balance sheets, because if you tell me you're not operating at a loss, I'm going to say you're lying. That's it. So everything you despised 3 years ago, I still don't want... I never despised porn. But that being said, I don't gamble, I don't drink alcohol, and I don't really invest in cryptocurrency. So this isn't something that I do, but I like, so here's an example. I think that we should probably look for other forms of, you know, like power besides oil, right? But I own a car that uses oil and it uses gas, or sorry, gasoline, I mean. And the reason why is because that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. Now, you can say that, you know, oh, well, you know, you should have principles about this. But yeah, you can have principles, or you could have a company. You could have either one, so you can decide. But if these people want to have a company, they can't afford principles. That's all there is to it. So yeah, but would you say porn is bad for society overall? I don't care about this. I don't care about this conversation. It's so abstract, and there's like 50 other things I want to talk about today. I don't even want to get into it. But anyway, so these companies need to realize that if you want to exist in the online space, you have to find companies that understand the online space. If they do not understand the online space, you will not have a good partnership, because they are entering into it without full understanding, and you are entering into it without full understanding. That is the problem. That is what it is. And so anyway, talk to Dana White. Maybe I will talk to Dana White. We'll see what happens. But Chrono Odyssey next month. I saw it. I'm going to look at it. It's on the list. You don't have to remind me. And so Riot has become a partner with Coinbase recently. Is that true? Let me see. Riot, Coinbase. May 6th. Coinbase partners with Riot Games across Global League and I'm telling you, bro, like, the guys over at Riot, they're smart. I talked to them. I went to Riot before. Let me think. I'm trying to think, because, like, I signed an NDA, right? I did not play the MMO. I did not. I did not play the MMO. I did not even see an image of the MMO. Let me say this. I was as honest as possible with them. And basically, they were like, yeah, thanks. Yep. Straight up. To some of the highest people in the company. Yes, straight up. And that was it. Literally no problems. These guys are smart. They know what's going on. Yeah. And they've come. Yes, everything is good. They heard you. Yes. And that's it. They were high, all right, and missing the point. And so anyway, that's the right amount. I absolutely did not. But the point is that they know where the future is, right? That's it. You still haven't watched Arcane, have you? I watched a little bit more of it, okay? To be fair, I did. And so, yeah, I'm watching a YouTube video where you got a Fansly ad on Twitch, right? No, that was when Cutie Cinderella used Fansly as an advertiser for the streamer games, for the streamer awards, and then people complained about it afterwards. And, you know, I'm a big supporter of that kind of stuff, right? I think that, you know, adult content and things like this, I don't like the idea that the internet needs to be sanitized for children. I think that I think parents need to exercise proper discretion. And instead of all adults kind of collaborating together to sanitize and protect children from the internet, I think that there needs to be rules that keep children off the internet. And there also need to be parents that prepare children for the real world, which is in fact many times the internet. And so that's it. I don't care, like, oh wow, there could be a kid watching this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You think this is the first time? Bro, this kid's probably watched an ISIS execution, and you're worried that he's seeing an ad for Fansly? I don't give a fuck, and neither do you. You're just complaining to complain. You don't care. You know you don't care. I know you don't care. Nobody cares. It's all a fucking joke. And so anyway, true and real, yes, I'm being honest. The internet should be 18 plus. The internet should be 18 plus. That's a fact, except for places that are curated explicitly for children, like YouTube Kids, for example. And so anyway, Team Liquid, I think, and a lot of these esports organizations, I think this is only going to get worse. And I have an offer for Honda, okay? It's a nuclear offer. I'll only offer it twice. If you guys need help with any form of figuring out how to build your online brand or understanding any degree of the internet and where to invest your money, I will give you insight. Just hit me up. Just DM me. You know, like, you know where to find me, right? I mean, like, it's easy. And so just text me and just let me know. And I will do it for a fraction of the amount of money that you could figure out a consulting fee to do this for. And I will outperform any fucking agency that there is. And if I don't pay me. So, if you guys want to have an idea how this works, I'll let you know. If you don't, keep doing what you're doing. It's working great, right, guys? 72% loss in money? Haha. Wow, good job. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. And so anyway, and will my mattress be free? Yeah, I don't know. And so that's it. And yeah, and this goes for any company, right? If they want help with, you know, figuring out a marketing plan or anything like that, a lot of these companies, and the reason why I do this is that I view it as planting flowers to eventually one day have a garden. Is that, and not for me, but for everybody, the fact is that a lot of these marketing companies. So, do you remember whenever I was criticizing, where was it? Oh, fuck. Where was the thing? No, this isn't it. I've had a lot of these. This is the Twitch to OnlyFans. Yeah, a lot of these, I don't remember a lot. Yeah, okay. So, oh, this was a good day. Remember this? This was what a good day for me this was. And anyway, did I save this photo? I'm going to save this. Winning. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna save this right here. I don't want to miss that. And anyway, so what was I thinking about besides that? I got distracted. And crazy pulls. It's normal, right? And anyway, fuck. Where's I going with this? I totally got distracted. What was I talking about? Did you even build her? Yeah, she's level 90. I cleared Tower of Adversity with 30 out of 30 crystals. I did the entire thing. I even did the secondary thing as well. I did all of that. And yeah, I've cleared the entire thing. And so yeah, as a matter of fact, if you're curious. And did you get your Adderall today? No, I haven't. Making jokes, right? And so anyway, building the garden. So a lot of advertising agencies right now are full of a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing and they don't understand the space. And I can prove it to you. Do you want to know how I can prove it? Is because if they did understand the space, they'd be doing what I was doing and making 20 times their salary. They don't understand the space. They don't know what the hell they're doing. That's it. So if you want to have it get done by a person that knows how to do it, rather than a bunch of morons that have been, like these people have been around for a long time. Yeah, that's the problem. And so the issue right now is that advertising and the amount of sponsorships in streaming right now, I'm going to make a graph, okay? This is a graph of how streaming advertisement, all right, this is sponsorships, and this is time. Okay? Does this look like a good graph? Does this look like a good time for you? I feel like it's kind of a bad time for you, right? I would say kind of a bad, not a good graph. Nobody likes this graph. Yeah, so the line, as you can see, actually some people might be confused. Here, let me make it a little bit easier to understand. Now do you see the problem? Yeah. Big issue, okay? And so anyway, red is bad, exactly. And so way better. Yeah, now people are starting to pick up on it. And so the problem is that advertising is basically dying on the internet because, and especially with streaming, is because streamers are terrible salesmen. That's the reason why. And the people that are running it, the agencies that are running it, are totally full of shit. Like, I'll give you an example, right? And I don't want to say full of shit entirely, right? For legal reasons, by the way. Does anybody really think that the Progressive show that they did with Austin's show and all of them had 100,000 viewers? Well, let me tell you something. Progressive probably thinks that. And that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem way later on down the line when somebody has to explain what the conversion ratio is and why it was such an astronomically lower ratio, because it was built on something that was not entirely authentic. That's the reason. And they all they have to do is DM me. Just hit me up on Discord. Just say, hey, it's me, the company. And I'll just be like, oh, okay, all right, well, let's get this done, right? That's part of the funnels problem? It is. It's the funnels problem. It is. It's because most streamers are rich kids. Most rich kids are boring and have no personality. I don't know. I mean, like, I know plenty of, that's, in my personal experience, that is sometimes true, but it is not always true. And so anyway, yeah, it is, and it's not. I think it really depends on the person, right? And so, damn, you went outside? Yeah, basically, right? It's kind of true. I don't know about rich, but they're boring. Sometimes, right? It really depends. There are plenty of poor people that are boring too, okay? That's really what I'm getting at. Name 50? Name 50 people. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so anyway, standard deviation. Yeah, broke dude cope. Yeah, I think that's probably true too. So, yeah, hey, it's me, the company. Can I have $50,000? No, you'd be paying me, right? So it'd be different. And so anyway, this is what happened, right? Is that Honda dropped these guys, and I think that this is only going to keep happening as companies realize that the investment into esports and these online brands are delivering a much lower rate of return. And also it's because I can't speak for Team Liquid. So again, for legal reasons, I'm not speaking in terms of them specifically. But I do know that there are instances of these companies that artificially misrepresent their data in a way that is deliberately, like, it's kind of like, for example, you worked on a group project in 11th grade, and then you put on your resume that you were a team building leader and you were a manager. It's like, yeah, that's true, but you were managing a science project for a volcano, right? And so that's a big issue. And again, if they want me to look at this, I can do this because I understand it. I know every scam. I know every trick. I know every exploit. I know every way you can break the rules. And you know, again, I've got nothing to gain from this anymore, right? I've already done everything, and so if you if you want to know, just let me know. That's it. I manage RBG team, therefore I can manage anything. Yes, clearly, that's against the law, brother. You can't deceive shareholders. Oh, Jesus Christ! You can't deceive shareholders. Of course you can. You can deceive them, but you cannot lie to them. So, for example, whenever Ubisoft says net bookings or players instead of sales, that's not lying, but it's deceiving. Guys, you have to, it's users. We're changing the vocabulary to make it more abstract so we can cast a wider net so it sounds like we know what we're doing. Guys, lying is, if there's anything in life I'm good at, it's not video games, it's lying. It's lying and tricking people into things that they shouldn't believe. That's the only thing. Every time, and this was always a little game I would play with myself whenever I was a kid. And I would say anytime I wanted to do something in our guild that would be in my best interest, but not in everybody else's best interest, my challenge would be that I would put it to a vote. And I would convince people to vote against themselves. And it would work. Here's the funny thing. Every single time. Every single time. And so that's it. People are stupid. Yeah, it's so easy to do. And so anyway, yeah, you play with yourself. Yes, absolutely. We've been sold a PSYOP by Roachford. No, I don't need to PSYOP anymore. Whenever I made my YouTube channel, my original Asmongold YouTube channel, that was the end of the lies. Like, I made all my videos about how to manipulate people into, like, joining your guild, how to loot councils, scam people, how to ninja loot stuff. Like, I did all of it. And it was because I'm like, all right, I had my fun. This is over. I'm going to go, you know, I'm going to be a good boy now, right? And so, did anyone ever call you out on your voting bullshit? They did. One time somebody called me out on their voting bullshit. So this is what I did. Is that, so they actually were right, but they voted against me, but they said that they didn't vote. So I had admin of the website, and I posted the screenshot that showed that they voted against me. And because I could prove them a liar, it totally destroyed all of their credibility. Nobody took their argument seriously, which was a valid argument, and the vote still went through and I won. That shit in Olympus? Yeah, it's yeah. And by the way, and there are a lot of people that try and do this. You want to know another person that does this? I'm gonna call him out right now. I'm gonna let him know. Give me a minute. When AQ40 came out, S-Fan straight up goes and says, I think that the best idea is for me to get all of the tier 2.5 first. That way, we don't have to worry about me getting it anymore. That shit, bro, like... That was so... Everyone did that. Yeah, and so, that's what it was. The pinnacle of logic. And he did... Hey, he was the Scarab Lord Grand Marshal. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And so, yeah, classic Paladin, exactly. And so, yeah. You're doing yourself... Yeah, you're trying to help them out. And so, anyway, this is... So, I know the way that these companies operate. I know everything about this. So, if any of these companies, you know, want any insight or whatever... you know, they just hit me up. I mean, I know a lot of people that are like, you know, a lot around, let's just say. They can hit me up. They want insight on, like, you know, is something a good idea or not. I'll tell you if it's a good idea or not, right? And so that's it. And anyway, let's go back. We'll look at the rest of these. And his DKP was fucked up after anyway. Yeah, his DKP was fucked up afterwards. Do you want to know why? It's because he wouldn't need it until Nax. And then, who got the first Might of Menethil in S-Fan's Guild? Who was it? Who got it? S-Fan. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? He got the Ashbringer too? Who would have guessed? You know, who would have guessed that? That's just the way it is, right? And like, hey, you know, like he and I mean, you know, we're boys, right? And so, you know, great minds. And so that's the way it is. And Ben is the best at looting. He really is.